At 63, I did my very first pull-up. Now I can do 10. I'm Ginny MacColl. I'm 66 years old, and I'm an American Ninja Warrior.
How do you turn a good, nutritious meal into a...
I started doing commercials, TV commercials. I hit that golden age of a mommy and a housewife. I got married, I had 2 kids. I was able to make my own living. I was at the top of the top at that point in my life. Everything was going well, and then it was the carpet was swept out from underneath me. My marriage ended. I had to leave New York with the kids. We moved to Pennsylvania, but it was just very much a struggle. We went through the blizzard of 93 and 96. We were stuck back in the house for over a week, and we were in the very back of the woods. The snow was making some of the roofs fall in, so the kids had to help me shovel off the roof. One time I had to cross-country ski just to get medicine for my son who had ear infections. And that's where I learned that if it has to be done, I had to do it. I was diagnosed with osteopenia, which is the step before osteoporosis. And so that was the time that I really got into doing exercising. My daughter is Jessie Graff, and you may know her from American Ninja Warrior. She has gone the farthest of any female. I've always been inspired by Jessie because of her work ethic and her determination and persistence. And I saw how she had gotten so much stronger, and I went, I want to get stronger. And so she said, do pull-ups. I had never developed upper body strength. You have to develop your arms, your shoulders, your back, your chest. In the 60s, women didn't lift weights. It wasn't considered feminine. I'm glad things have changed. I like to think of all the creative things that we did along the way, like taking a sledgehammer to the tire, just hitting it. It got out of a lot of aggression too. It took 3 years to go to 10 pull-ups, and it's still a struggle. I find that I get the most strength in that last one, not to give up. Through the lifting weights, I had my bone density test recently, and it said my bone density had increased significantly. I was blown away. I competed in American Ninja Warrior Season 9. I was pretty prepared for it, and when I got up there, I don't know what happened to my brain. And you're over water, and the steps look very different, and the lights are there, and the camera's there, and it's like they say go, and it's like, boom. I go, just go, Ginny, just go. And I jumped, and I felt my foot slip, and all I remember is bubbling water going, that couldn't have happened. I know I can do the steps, I know I can do that jump, and I kept replaying it in my mind and going over it and feeling awful. I talked to Jessie a lot, and she kept saying, this doesn't define who you are. Look at all you've accomplished in that year. How you've gotten stronger and how you feel better and healthier. I realized that a lot of times we don't know how to take failure or a fall. It's really a lesson to be learned. I learned my weakness. I learned what I had to work on. And the big news was getting up again and getting going and putting that behind. Now I realized I had to travel and get to a gym and practice on the steps and keep practicing on the steps and do them different ways. I always take an obstacle in baby steps. You just keep trying to up the ante and get a little bit further each time, and that makes you stronger. After Pennsylvania, well, I met my husband of today, who is the most supportive person in the entire world. And he says, well, you'll do it again. I went, why? Why do you think I'm going to do it again? How can you say that? And he goes, because I know you can. And I went, yeah, I do know I can. Strength is ageless. And I really believe that because I'm living proof that you can build strength at any age. Age and inexperience shouldn't be a barrier. It is part of the journey. You can start at age 63 or above. Little by little, if you break it down and you take it in baby steps, what seemed impossible becomes possible.